Are they the best team you've seen on set pieces?
Probably.
Really?
They make it difficult. But we've seen what defenders and attackers are doing now. There's a lot of holding going on, and for whatever reason, the refs are allowing it. The Declan Rice is one where he's held. It could have been a handball, and obviously they scored
in the first half. Yeah.
In the first half, for me, to hold on to an attacking player for that long or that period of time is bizarre. That there's no penalty, but it's been allowed. So there must be some agreement, or because everybody's doing it, the refs have let it go.
Yeah, I just think there's that much going on in and around that 6-yard box on every single corner that every single team takes, and this is attacking players, this is defending players as well. They're trying to protect their goalkeeper, they're trying to give their keeper some space, they're pushing players out. There's so many offences taking place that you can't give all of them. So it's almost like a case of, well, we'll take a gamble on this as a team, and we'll see how many times we get away with it.
Well, since you brought up that Rice moment, and it's slightly a moot point because they scored immediately from the corner, so ultimately it didn't matter too much. But he got away with it, do you feel? That a penalty wasn't given either for holding on to the player or for lifting up one arm and letting the ball ricochet off that?
Yeah, listen, he's an intelligent player, and I think he sees the ball coming and he's not going to get there. So he sort of moves his head away, but he does lift his elbow a bit.
Yeah.
And if you sort of move your arm into the direction of the ball, for me, it's a penalty.
Because there were two incidents. There was that one, and there was also one on Pedro in the second half, I think the 52nd minute, where Chelsea were also appealing for a penalty. But we'll take a look at the first one here. Your thoughts, Gary?
Yeah, well, again, to me, it's one of those decisions for the officials to make where, yeah, you could understand why they would possibly give a penalty for that. On this occasion, they didn't. You know, Raya in goal makes a magnificent save, somehow manages to adjust. But every angle you look at it from, you think, well, Declan Rice's arm isn't in a natural position. And then this is the other one that you're talking about where, personally, I don't think it is a penalty. You know, there is going to be some contacts. You know, you've got moving people in different directions. You know,
I mean,
it's crazy.
Is João Pedro, is he being held? Well, possibly so. Does he get punched by the keeper? Well, possibly so. Again, subjective.
Yeah, but if you take your eye away even from that incident, if you're looking what's going on in the middle, it's exactly the same.
Yeah.
Everybody's holding everybody. Yeah. So the referee probably sees that as well.
Do you think that was a penalty, that second one of Pedro?
Again, it's tight. It's a tight one. Pedro's probably feeling he can't move. He's got his arms around me, and he will definitely think, I should get something there. You can't do that as a defender.
Because if you're going to jump, did you ever jump like that? You always jump with your arms up.
Yeah,
and if your arms up.
Yeah, of course. To get a better jump, you move your arms up, and he's probably thinking, I can't move my arms because I think it was Saliba who's, basically covering me.
It's so difficult. And so many of these decisions are, well, actually, if you're the supporter of A, you're saying, yeah, it's definitely a penalty. And if you're the supporter of the other team, B, you're saying it's definitely not. And somehow the officials, who are totally neutral, have to come up with a correct decision. Well, half the stadium's saying yes, half the stadium's saying no. It's the impossible role as an official these days. It's become more and more difficult to referee top-end games.
Yes or no, very quickly, both of you didn't play for either side, although there's an allegiance, of course, for Spurs. I have to point that out. But do you think Chelsea would feel unlucky they didn't get one penalty today?
Maybe, yeah, definitely. I mean, for me, the Rice one, yes.
Yeah, they'll feel that they should have had two penalties, yeah.
Two? Okay.
Yeah, that's how they'll feel.
Yeah.
Understood. Because, of course, they're biased towards themselves, aren't they?
All right.